Day fucking 9. Day fucking 9. Feeling great. A little, feeling a little bored, I'll admit, but that's just a part of it. But I feel great, guys. I feel great, honestly. I'm so fucking locked in. Like, just spending the time to reflect and meditate daily on, like, just this journey. Even if it's only for a few minutes, I just make it a point to quite literally reflect on this journey. And I think that's really helping me to stay grounded and, you know, not lost in the sauce of it all. Don't get me wrong, though. The sexual energy is strong. I am sensitive. I can see a beautiful woman and, actually feel arousal. But it's not about repressing this energy. It's not about, engaging it. I simply will, if I notice, something that makes me feel a little sexually stimulated, I will simply smile to it. Just take a moment and just breathe and just smile to it. It's really all you can do, right? You have to accept it. You surrender to it. Surrender doesn't mean fucking get lost in it. It just means let it come and go. On a side note, though, I've been getting some comments about this guy here, about little Mary J. Listen, and how it affects me negatively on semen retention. Let me just say this, guys. Did God not say, I have given you every herb-bearing seed on the earth and in every tree? I think he did. God would not put something here that's not for us. Now, you can go through the Bible and read a lot of different texts about plants and also even about sobriety. But everything isn't so black and white. Like, you have to think a little bit. You got to think a little bit, guys. Obviously, you can indulge in and you can overindulge in anything. Even the Bible supports wine, alcohol use. Yeah, it does. But it's obviously, one still needs to take heed against overindulgence. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to make a case here for fucking, for masturbating or anything. I don't really think we need to do that. But having sex, you can do that as much as you want. You just don't need to release every time. You should only be releasing if you're gonna have a child, pretty much. But you can learn to have sex without releasing. It's true. Anyway, guys, this thing right here is the healing herb of all the nations. The Bible talks about it. It doesn't say it explicitly, but it makes it pretty fucking clear that the herbs are here for our healing. And if you don't want to accept that, that's okay. I'm not here to tell anyone to smoke. I'm really not. But I'll say this much. Me smoking weed is not going to make me never relapse. Also, me not smoking weed is not going to make me not ever relapse. Okay? It comes down to so much, like, it's not about that. It's about your mindset, your state of mind. It's about your discipline. It's about your intention. It's about your level of perseverance. It's about a lot of things. Something like this, obviously everything is contextual. It's not like you guys, a lot of you guys think very binary, like black and white, like yes or no, this or that. It's not how things work, guys. Obviously, you have to take things into context. Like, if you have a fucking smoking problem, like if all you do is smoke weed and sit in your ass and don't do shit, then probably you shouldn't fucking smoke. But if you're somebody who fucking wakes up every day, fucking goes to the gym, goes to work, fucking pays your bills, fucking meditates, prays, I don't really think you're in that category of somebody who needs help or shouldn't be smoking. Like, you're function, not only obviously, if you're functioning, I think you're pretty good. But it's not. We don't just want to function. We want to thrive. Honestly, guys, I might not be the physical circumstances I want to be in, but I'm thriving spiritually. I'm thriving. Okay, so, and I know enough that just because if I do, when in the past when I've relapsed because while I was smoking weed, it doesn't mean weed is the fucking problem, guys. You got to think a little bit, guys. Okay, you guys are too black and white with your thinking. Again, I'm not telling anyone to smoke, but there's so much evidence, there's so much data, there's so much history behind this fucking plant. It's not even in the Bible. Go back to Hindu, Indian culture. Go back to Taoist and Chinese culture. Like, every bit of evidence that you find on this plant, going back to the fucking beginning of time, has been used for medicinal purposes. Like, you're using your modern day science where, like, you read some bad studies about how people freak out on it, so therefore it's bad. So let's just discount like thousands of years of medicinal evidence that shows that this is like a healing herb, that this helps people connect spiritually, that cultures have been using this to connect and talk with their spirit. Like, let's just forget all that just because some people smoke it and get paranoid. You know what I think it is, guys? Those of you who smoke this and get paranoid, and I'm not trying to poke fun, I think personally that if you smoke weed and you get anxiety and paranoia, you have a lot of stuff in your mind you haven't worked out yet. Yep. And I say that because I've been that guy. When I reflect on the times when I smoke weed and I get anxiety or paranoia, it's because I have stuff going on internally within myself that I haven't worked out. Because funnily enough, when life is going well and I'm not fighting with myself or anything, I don't get anxiety. But strangely enough, when my emotions are unkept and I'm mentally all spun around, if I smoke this shit, it's gonna be a bad time. So those of you who are so against this and say it gives all this bad stuff, I feel like you have a lot of work to do. You think semen retention is gonna fix all of your work. No, you need to actually pray, you need to meditate, you need to go within and be your own psychologist. Because if your reason for not smoking weed is because it gives you anxiety and paranoia, that should be a hint at something at unresolved issues within yourself. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but it's most likely true. But again, it's normal to get you can still get a little increased heart rate when you smoke this, and you know, even if you get anxiety, it doesn't mean your life is completely fucked over. I'm just saying, like, if it's a reoccurring thing, you're always getting anxiety, paranoia when you smoke, you probably have unresolved issues. You probably do, because when you smoke the herb, it reveals you to your true self. So stop all the nonsense, like with the black and white thinking. Again, I'm not saying this is a one-all fix thing. Like, this isn't gonna fix all your fucking problems, but if you think that this is the reason why, like, you're relapsing, if you think this is the reason why your life is in shambles, you're playing victim, or you're looking for a cop-out. Okay? The evidence, the support is that time was the greatest proof is, or the strongest evidence is that which withstands the test of time. This, my friend, has withstood the test of time. We know this. I'm not going to sit and argue with it. You can do your research, and you'll find that this has been used for medicine forever. And again, you can go into the Bible, you can go into Hindu text, you can go into Chinese text, African text. Like, marijuana has been around for so long, and it's been nothing but good, okay? Obviously, again, people, if you're not in the right state of mind, it's going to fuck with you, yeah. But that means something with you's going on. If you don't want to accept that, that's you. But anyway, change of topic. It's day 9, feeling great. I've been doubling down on my practice. I'm not really doubling down, but just been more consistent with my qigong practice, because again, a lot of you guys out there are just collecting your energy. You think that semen retention just means just to retain. No, it doesn't. Like, Do you ever ask your why, like why you're retaining? Is it just because you think it's wrong? Just because it's bad to like why are you retaining? Why? What's your purpose? You can't just say you're retaining and you're doing sexual and you're transmuting your energy just because you're fucking retaining. No, that's not how it works. Like literally like 90% of you guys on these channels, on these comments, just retain. You can't, and going to the gym, it's I'm sorry, just retaining and going to the gym, that's not enough. That's not enough. You need to reflect. You need to reflect. You need to quite literally meditate. Like literally you need to meditate. If you're not meditating and you're just retaining, you're it's pointless. It's fucking pointless. So just stop retaining just to retain. Why are you retaining? You need to ask yourself that. And what are you doing with your energy? How are you cultivating it? How are you using it? Yes, you can use it to help you build muscle, but this goes much deeper than muscle. This shit is spiritual. When you say you're using it to connect to God, okay, what does that mean? You just meditate, you just pray? Like, what does that mean? Are you transcending? Are you rising above like your lower self, like consciously and intentionally? Like, what does that mean? Like I told you, I give you my reasons. I'm a martial artist. Like I'm basically I'm trying to live for like 200 years, 250 years. So a big part of that is slowing down my aging. And if you use semen retention right, and if you cultivate and refine your energy correctly, you can actually slow down the aging of your body. Not just slow down the aging, but you can actually reverse the aging of your body. So that's a big part of why I'm doing it. Not for vain purposes, but more for martial purposes. I'm gonna, like, I basically intend to become a martial arts master. But also, again, it is very spiritual. Like, I'm very interested in mystical experiences. I get high off of connecting to different realms and dimensions, something I do pretty naturally and easily. And it's just something I want to continue to develop. And I know that I need my sexual energy to do that. There's other things too. Just pretty much going back to tapping into my own psychic potential. And obviously connecting with God. But constantly getting clear with my why is what helps me to retain. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing why I'm doing it and being clear on it makes this process so much easier. It's so much easier when you have a why. It's like your mind is firm and it doesn't get lost in the sauce of it all. That being said, guys, it's a beautiful day out. I gotta go to work soon, so I'm gonna get my Qigong, do some Qigong here. Finish drinking my protein shake. Oh yeah, and I just wanted to share this book too. This is a cool little personal Bible. It's called Jesus for Men. I like to read like a verse or two every day, first thing in the morning. Maybe even smoke and read the Bible. That's actually really funny. I encourage all you naysayers to fucking smoke and read the Bible. That's a fucking psychedelic experience, I'll tell you what. But yeah. That's about all I have to say. I just hope you guys are not only retaining, but I hope you're also practicing energetic hygiene. Like, literally practicing energetic hygiene. Literally. Like actually you have a practice that you do that involves moving this energy around. It's not just all psychological for you. Like, you actually have a real physical practice, which most of you don't. Most of you don't, and you know it. I'm not trying to fucking attack you guys, but it's like you gotta get real with yourself. If you think just holding onto your seed is enough, you're gonna fail every fucking time. So get real and fucking have a practice. That being said, peace and love, guys. Have a great fucking day. It's day 9. I don't know whatever day you're on, but keep fucking going. You got this. You got this. You got this.